Devils. G-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Still Drought City, but going over from the top. First one, guys, came in last night. Alexander Graywitz, paid question. Says, Dr. Dawg, you know what cracks me up? It's like all these hyper-competitive sports parents pushing their kids to be the next NFL, MLB, or NHL superstar. This was endless laughter for me growing up as a kid / young adult. Jimmy's going to be the next the next fat ball star. What's your take on this? Is this an American delusion / phenomenon? Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, the goddamn Ozzy, and he's finally kicked the bucket. I've been checking every goddamn morning for the last 25 years. Holy shit, Ozzy's still alive. And then goddamn 2 days later, Hulk Hogan. Goddamn. It's kind of weird, dude, because those are like two names that died just a couple days apart from each other that are literally, there's not a human being I've ever met in my entire life that doesn't know who they are. Again, I'm not using the goddamn Athnar reference. Go in Walmart and ask everybody that the 2-year-old in the stroller doesn't know who they are. I'm not talking about that, obviously, smart ass. Hair on the fucking nutsack or vag and up knows who they are, has at least fucking heard of them. Hell, I've even asked, because purposely did it, like a couple teenage kids, asked them, this is a while ago, like a year ago or so, do you know who Hulk Hogan is? Yeah. Who is he? Because see if they're not bullshitting me. He was a wrestler. Oh, okay. So these fucking kiddos, like 14, 15 years old, they do know. Because people brought up the guy, whatever, the Cosby Show guy. I was like, who? Never heard of him. Granted, I understand he was popular or whatever, but what I'm getting at is a lot of these stars, not everyone's heard of. People like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, the Hoags, Ozzy. Those are people everyone's heard of. For example, like when Dio died, that wasn't the same caliber at all. Like, I know people. I put it this way: if I went up to my mom, and maybe she would kind of know now because when she heard about when he died, that's a maybe. That was since that was several years ago. I forgot. I am 85% certain if I went up to my mom, do you know who Ronnie James Dio is? If I said that, she would not know. And litmus test, I've heard of him. Who is he? What did he do? Oh, I don't know. Is he a movie star or something? She would not know. Oh, he was a rock and roll. He's a metal singer. Rainbow, Black Sabbath, started his own solo band. She would not. I am 85%, never asked, but I am 85% certain would not know that information. My dad definitely knows, and he liked Dio. But what I'm getting at, and there is people that doesn't matter if I name their names or not, I mean nothing to you guys, that I like literally, no, do you know who Dio is? I specifically asked. No. And because I remember I started doing that. It's about a year after Dio died. I kind of started that challenge when you get on that conversation, because I think it was with Craig. We got in a debate / argument. No, it wasn't him. Maybe it was Dawn of the Dead. Maybe I don't remember who the fuck it was. It was somebody, but they were arguing. Dude, Dio is just as popular as he's probably more popular than Ozzy. I'm like, dude, as far as fame and people knowing who they are, I'm telling you right fucking now, Dio is maybe at best 50% as known as fucking Ozzy Osbourne. 50% is known. They're like, no way, bro. So my litmus test every time I was bringing it up, we was talking about music. I've done it at least, I'm not even exaggerating, at least 20 times. Asking a total normie, do you know who Dio is? Out of the 20 times, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, at least 15 of them, never heard of them. Oh, okay, no problem. Same conversation. Same person, every single time. Do you know who Ozzy Osbourne is? Do you know how many out of every single person I asked said yes? Literally every single one of them. I have never had one person say, never heard of him, don't know who that is. Way more goddamn popular. And it's just crazy that two names of that caliber, because people will throw out stupid names. Like I said, the Cosby Show guy in the same week. But if it was somebody like, I don't know, some jabroni that did some Disney voice or something, I'd be like, who? It's like they're not on the same fame level as that. There's very, very few people are. And I'm talking like Bill Gates. Everyone knows who that fucking is. Total fucking jackass fucking scumbag, but everyone knows who he is. Donald Trump. Everybody knows who that is. Arnold, Sly, the Hoags, everyone, Michael Jordan. Everybody knows. You will not meet a human being, again, whether you go to some complete fucking shithole Afghanistan or something, maybe you might find somebody. But for the most part, talking about civilization, goddammit, you will not find a person, again, hair on the nut, sack, or vag, and up, that age level, you will not find a single person on this planet that doesn't know who that is. So that was what popped in my mind 2 days later. I'm like, man, 2 names that you can't find a human being that doesn't know that they died within a couple days. Thought that was kind of crazy, to be honest with you. 2 guys that I followed as most of my life, I was definitely a fan of the fucking Hoes. Can't say I was keeping up with them in the last 20 years, but I was definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. The goddamn, what was his, Thunder Lips and goddamn Rocky. That was a killer role. Suburban Commando, that is a fine-ass flick right there, goddamn kids' movies. Antifreeze. It's fucking great. And the Undertaker in there, you're a dead man, Ramsey. Dawg grew up on that. Hell, saw it in the theater, too. K-Shap and Give a Fuck. Mr. Nanny and the Tutu, that was a little, I could have lived without for goddamn sure. But when people were ripping on him, I'm like, dude, if somebody threw me a bag of $10 million or whatever the fuck you got paid for, Dawg would tutu it up too. You mean, Dawg, you would do a movie wearing a tutu if someone paid you $10 million? Yeah, and you're an absolute fucking idiot if you wouldn't for $10 goddamn million. That's life-changing money. And again, my reference, anybody, look at that sellout or whatever. To me, especially if you have like a family, or even if you're a single guy, but if let's say you have parents and siblings and shit, and let's just say they're working $15 to $20 an hour jobs, kind of struggling. Maybe your sister has a kid, kind of struggling. You got to offer this gig, $10 million to wear a tutu in, and you say no. And you have your pride, like, I'm not a sellout. That's against what I am. That's what you think you are. I look at you, you're just a selfless, dumbass fucking piece of shit. Because even if fucking money means nothing to you, okay, here's an idea. Keep $1 million, and if you're smart enough, you can live. I mean, if you're young, I don't know if that lasts you your entire life, but you'll be fine, goddammit. Even if you got the Mac Daddy job only, you could definitely make that stretch for the rest of your life. The other $9 million, give it to your family and shit, people you actually like. That's gonna be life-changing to them. Just because you don't want to suck it up. So I just see you as a goddamn piece of shit. So, yeah, like, when people, the Hoes wore a goddamn tutu, I would too for that kind of cash. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you don't. Idiot and selfish piece of goddamn shit. Answer the goddamn question, though. I'm aware of the phenomenon, people trying to get their kids, the next NFL player and shit like that. It never bothered me because I can honestly say I never knew anyone like that. I never grew up in the sports world where I was hanging around that. I only heard about it secondhand. So if I was around that, like let's say you're in a very fat ball dominant city/town, and that's what it's kind of almost like pushed on you as your parents, and let's say you're not that passionate about fat ball, then yeah, then I could see that being absolutely annoying and kind of a joke, like give me a goddamn break. And the thing is and I've met teenage kids that have decent heads on their shoulder and they're trying to, at the gym and shit, and trying to go professional type of sport. I would never piss on their dreams and say, that's a waste of time, you can't do that. I'm definitely not that guy at all. I would encourage it, give it all you got. And I mean, if you're talented and you're genetically gifted and you got the work ethic, maybe you can do it. However, don't be a complete fucking idiot. Make sure you have a job in the meantime to fall back on, because in the 99% probability it doesn't work out, because there's even little things. Let's just say you're the most talented, you're the next goddamn Michael Jordan, right? And you have the work ethic of fucking Ronnie Coleman. You have those goddamn gifts, and you're trying to make it to the NBA. Oh, well, yeah, you're going to make it all right, but it may not work out just for things out of your control. What do you mean, dog? Dude, we talking about when you're playing sports at a high level, injury, they can take you out like that. You're done. Bam, done. You can fall on the court, tear a calf, something, and let's say it's to the point where it's not fixable, kind of like a Dorian Yates. You know that story. That's the reason he retired. His muscle tears were unfixable. It wasn't like it tore at the tendon. It tore in the muscle belly. It's like, you can't repair this. It can't be done. Not to the point of a competitive. It can be repaired to the point of, yes, you're functional and you can live everyday life like a normal human being, but it's not fixable in the sense to where you can't compete anymore. You're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. It's physically impossible. That happens all the time. So don't be a dummy. Have a backup fucking plan. And as far as parents, you know, again, I don't have any kids of my own, so it's hard to say. I would like to think I'd be a little less delusional because I try to be realistic about things, including even when it pertains directly to me. That I wouldn't be like, yeah, my kid's gonna be the best, or he's gonna be so special, and then he grows up and he's working at goddamn Walmart's, fucking re-racking the goddamn carts in the parking lots. I mean, granted, that's a super extreme scenario. I hope you'd be a little more successful than that. That's pretty much bottom of the goddamn barrel. But it's like, why do you, like, what impression are you getting that you think that? Like, what, I can maybe see it if, like, since he was, like, 5 years old and whatever sport he was taking up, if he was just mopping everybody. And it was just like, let's say you're going to games for years and years on end, and you did that sport as a kid till you're an adult, and you could see he's clearly talented, miles above anyone else. And he's just progressing very fast. Then maybe push him in that direction. I can see that. But if it's just something because you're passionate about it, like, I love baseball, bro, and you're going to just, you know, coach your kid in the backyard, and you're putting all your eggs in one basket for him to make it to the pro league. He better have that Mac Daddy's evening job, because goddamn, dude, there's a very high probability it ain't going to goddamn work out. But again, I wasn't around enough to be annoyed by it, so yeah, whatever the fuck he wants to do, I guess. But yeah, I'm sure if I was around, I'd be rolling my eyes like, good luck. Adriano Rapazzo, this is an old ass goddamn order question. Goddamn, this fucking paper's almost yellow. This shit's so fucking old. So Adriano's like, goddamn right, man. Jesus fuck, man. I sent that back, and goddamn, when Santa Claus was delivering groceries to fucking to Jenny under the goddamn Christmas tree. He says, gym question for the dog. Might want to sign out here, bitch boys, because I'm ending it here too. For as short or for as long as this takes, because the questions are low, and like I said, questions are low. I'm just doing shorter videos. It's just fine by me. I am slammed to the fucking gills. Death Hammer LPs just came in. The brand new spanking Death Hammer LP. Probably one of the goddamn leading thrash bands of today, a true underground thrash. Not this sissy ass, pansy ass girl fucking thrash. Personally, my favorite thing by Death Hammer is the demos. I'm that guy. But they stayed super fucking consistent. And I like that cheesy art they got. Good name, good logo, just very, very 80s. It's that cheesy artwork that a lot of bands were using for their demos and shit because they drew it up themselves when they were teenagers. Death Hammer's grown-ass adults. So they have that whole shtick. But I mean, dude, if you like old fucking school goddamn thrash, that, again, not the Forbidden and Testament girl thrash, check out Death Hammer. They got a brand new goddamn album out, and the LPs just came in, and it's fucking, the pre-orders rained in. I got packing out the wazoo. We'll be having goddamn ripped up thumbs in no time from packing all those Death Hammers up. So yeah, shorter videos, fine by me. So sign out here, bitch boy, if you don't want to hear, I don't even know what the gym question is. This is so goddamn old, but he said gym question. I know some of you pussy boys, you fat fucks sitting on the couch eating bonbons in your goddamn house slippers, just getting fat as fuck with those cheeseburger tits hanging right down to your goddamn trash bag of a stomach, just hanging on out, stuffing those Doritos down your mouth, watching the fat ball game, and be like, yeah, man, I could do that too if I took steroids. Your dumb ass can't even get off the couch to get on the treadmill, you fat fuck. What makes you think if you just took a shot in your goddamn ass, you'd be able to hang with the goddamn pros? So shut the fuck up and listen the fuck up. I recently started going to the gym. Just recently, huh? And I'm slowly building up my resistance at the Stairmaster. Yeah, it definitely takes a while. You got to learn. I remember the first time I went on the Stairmaster, dude, because for a while, for years, my gym didn't have it. I think they got them about 8-9 years ago. So for the first, so I've been training like 20 years. First 11 years, I never did a Stairmaster. And like the first 2 years, I probably didn't do any cardio, just weight training. So yeah, about 3 years in is probably when I started implementing cardio as well. I didn't do it right out the gate. Again, didn't know the benefits of it. And when I say don't know the benefits, I obviously knew the obvious shit that everybody knows, heart health, etc. I'm talking about there's literally, it helps you build muscle, not lose muscle, if you know what the fuck you're doing, if you do it right and your calories are adjusted correctly. So a lot of times I was just doing the, all I was doing was the treadmill or the elliptical. And the first time I did the Stairmaster, I couldn't even do 10 minutes on the motherfucker. I was like, holy fuck. Not only because cardiovascular-wise I couldn't do it, it was more so you got to learn how to, how I tell everybody, and it's you can't really explain it. The best way you can describe it is just tell them, and it's that mind-muscle connection. You have to figure it out. What happened to me the first few times is you had to get off because you're driving too much with your quads, rather than you want to put the most of the resistance in your glutes and in your hamstrings and in the hips. Because if you drive too much with your quads, they get so goddamn pumped, like you just did a fucking 200 rep leg press, that you get off because you can't handle them. Or they're so pumped and they're so burned, like I can't even. I have to get off. Like I fucking. It feels like someone's taking a goddamn razor blade to your skin. But when you learn how to drive with the proper muscles and put more of the resistance out of the quads, because the glutes are the strongest muscle in the entire goddamn body, and the hip joint is the strongest muscle in the entire body. Hence why powerlifters and shits that do squats and shit, top powerlifters know squats are the best thing for building quads. No, they're not, dummy. Fucking hack squats and pendulum squats are, and then leg press. Those are the three. Free bar squats are not. They are the best. Free barbell squats are the best movements for building the most amount of muscle throughout your entire body and working your central nervous system, and for burning a fuck ton of calories and getting a ton of bang for your buck. But if you're trying to just build your quads, they are not the best movement. Anybody that thinks that is dinosaur fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger 1970s era education as far as just human biology. You're like, what are you talking about? And the geezers still recite that shit. So that's what we did. You did that because that's all you had, you dumb fuck. You didn't have the equipment we have now. A pendulum squat didn't even exist back then. That will destroy your quads more than a goddamn dumbass fucking free barbell will. But top powerlifters have been saying this for a year, that they know. You drive with the fucking hips. You look at, because the hips is the strongest joint in the entire fucking body. You don't put it to when your quads and it's going more towards your goddamn knees. Your knees are very brittle compared to your goddamn your hip joints. So same thing, it can handle a lot more power. So you learn how to drive more. That just takes time and feel. But once you know that, okay, let me sink in the weights into the glutes, hips, and the hamstrings. It'll kind of fall into place, and it doesn't take long. I mean, it takes about, once you get the rhythm up, maybe a week, and you will right out the gate be able to go longer, and then from there you're building up your cardio tolerance, just what you can do, to where you're stopping because like I can't do it. I can't breathe. I can't. Your cardio is just not up to that snuff. Any tips to improve cardio other than consistency, etc.? Well, consistency can be the number one thing, because you're gonna progressive overload and just get used to it, right? But as far as you have to ask yourself, what are you doing the cardio for? Are you doing the cardio to burn body fat only? That's your main goal, and you're like, whatever extra benefits come with it, I'll take them too. But if your main directive is, I'm using this to burn up extra body fat, then I would just go with consistency and wait that out, because the best bang for your buck is doing it fasted. Now, there's all those studies that say it doesn't matter if you do it cardio fasted or unfasted. First off, people that are serious about this take big boy supplements, and you take big boy supplements on an empty stomach, and with the way they're metabolized, and you're using them during that time. That's why all pro bodybuilders do shit on a fucking fasted cardio. It makes a goddamn difference. Yeah, if you're just I'm all daddy and I only take shit from the earth, then yeah, it doesn't fucking make a goddamn difference for the fucking most part. But if you're adding in things like clenbuterol or something when it's hitting its peak, and yes, you go do cardio on a fasted stomach, you are going to burn more body fat. That's, anyone that doesn't know that is just a fucking idiot. And they don't have any experience. They're just going about what they read or what they hear, and they're regurgitating it. But if you're doing cardio because you just want to get better for cardiovascular, you're just trying to be as cardiovascular fit, get the lowest resting heart rate humanly possible. You want to have the cardio capacity of a marathon runner. Then there's other things you're going to do. You're going to want to be well rested, and also make sure you have a good carbohydrate meal beforehand. For example, no marathon runner is going on a competition or a sprinter going fasted, bro. Or I'm on the carnivore diet, bro. Great, you're going to get fucking spanked by the guy that had some goddamn oatmeal and some fruit. Hell, even, not that I would recommend them, but something even like pancakes, low-fat pancakes would be way better than having steak and eggs before goddamn doing your goddamn cardio. You'll get way more fucking energy. A bowl of cereal, low-fat cereal, is going to be way more energy. If you don't believe me, and I know because I've done it, because I've actually experimented and tried things, do a week of cardio completely fasted, first thing in the morning with just water, right? See how your cardio and your performance is. Go and have a bowl, because this makes something controversial. It's a little bit more unhealthy, but it's just pure carbs. Go have a big bowl of Fruity Pebbles 10 minutes before you hit the goddamn Stairmaster. I guarantee you're going to be able to go harder. Guaranteed on the Fruity Pebbles. Because you're giving yourself a direct energy fucking source, and it's going to metabolize super fucking fast. Now, do I do that? No, because my main directive, I want to get all the bang. I just go as hard as I can with the cardio to get the cardiovascular benefits, all the health benefits, the insulin sensitivity benefits, the digestion fucking benefits, the clearing my mind fucking benefits. It's like meditation. And burning up as much body fat as humanly possible. So I always do it on an empty stomach with just fluids. So that's how I do it. But if you're, again, everybody's goal is different. Some people, they want to hit numbers. Like I did the Stairmaster, I did 1,000 calories in 45 minutes, as opposed to I used to only be able to do 1,000 calories in 60 minutes. And that's a huge fucking, you're able to do that. Like you're hauling ass. Like you're hauling ass. So that's a major improvement to cardio. So everybody's goals are different, because there's guys and girls that go to my gym, like, yeah, they're on the treadmill and shit, but they're going for numbers. Like they're trying to like improve their speed, everything. And so yeah, that's an awesome goal. That just was never my goal. So it depends what you're trying to do. So keep that in goddamn mind. But no matter what, the sure method way is just stick with it and keep doing it. Listen to your body. If things start aching, especially on the Stairmaster, what I notice after about 6 weeks is I switch over a week to about to the treadmill, because it would bother my IT bands. They become very, very inflamed, build up a lot of inflammation from overuse. But when I would switch over a week to treadmill, it'd go away. All that inflammation would flush out. They'd be fresh and good to go. So what you could do to maybe prevent that is, if you're doing cardio 5 days a week, maybe 3 days Stairmaster, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursdays do treadmill. So you're only doing the Stairmaster 3 times a week, but you're giving the connective tissue a break. So you can give that a goddamn shot. So also, I've been using whey concentrate, way cheaper than isolate. Yes, it is. And I've been digesting it pretty well, I think. If you're digesting it well, if you're not ripping ass, if you have no diarrhea, it's not distending your stomach. Like, what the fuck? Why is my stomach sticking the fuck out? I didn't eat just goddamn 2 pounds of steak. Because it shouldn't do that. It's almost pre-digested. Whey protein digests very fucking easily. And assuming you're not getting any other lactose things like acne, I guess those would be the main things you have to worry. If you're not getting those 4 things, then just use it. Whey concentrate's great. I use whey isolate for mainly because whey concentrate is just fine for me. I use Isolized by Species Nutrition because I like to support my boys, guys that have helped me out, given me free entertainment, and that's Dave Palumbo that owns it. So I use his fish oil, I use his macadamia oil, I use his Fiberlize, and I use his protein powder. And his protein powder, it's the most expensive on the market, but I support my boys. I'd rather buy it from him than some shithead that owns Walmart or something, like Optimal Nutrition. Now, Optimal Nutrition's a good brand, and if you could digest their whey concentrate, that's what I recommend to most people. I was like, try this Optimal Nutrition whey protein concentrate. I was like, as long as you can digest it, do that. Because most people are on a budget, and it's way cheaper. I was like, go with it, and it tastes good. I'll get a chocolate, vanilla. They got tons of different flavors. They're all they taste good. And again, myself, I digest it too, but I spend a few extra bucks, because who the fuck owns Optimum Nutrition? I don't know, just some suit and tie fucking jabroni who's probably never stepped foot in a gym a day in his goddamn life. Fuck him. I'm not giving him my shekels. I want to give somebody that who's giving me tons of free entertainments, information. He's the one I got my blood work protocol from initially, was Palumbo. I've hired him for coaching. He's giving me a lot of free advice. I have his fucking phone number. If I text him right now, he would text me within 30 minutes. I just don't light him up. So I support my goddamn boys. You know what I mean? So that's just what I do personally, rather than some big ass fucking corporation. But if I lost my job, fucking Hell's went out of business, and I was back to the the BK during the day and the fucking Pizza Hut in the evening, and I'm on a fucking budget, I'll be switching over to Op Nutrition. Tough shit, Dave. You're doing better than me. So in that scenario, but if you can't digest it, then you're gonna have to switch over to a whey isolate. And some people even have a little bit of problem with that. Then I recommend the beef isolates, like carnivore, the muscle meds, carnivore. That's the most popular one. But there's a few other, shit, that might have been the first one that ever came out. Some people, they switch over that and they have no problem digesting that whatsoever. You could try that too. Some people will do liquid egg whites because you can blend that up in a shake too. If you're going to do that, hit me up for a source on that. It's Egg Whites International. But in case you can't find it, just because it seems like they have the best... I use the one with the big chicken on it. It's got the big muscular chicken. I use that because it seems to have the most bang for your buck when you buy them by the goddamn gallons. It's an easy way of adding protein that if you want to drink it instead of eating it, when you're trying to get your protein up, and you can add whatever you want. If you want to add some fats, what I do is I throw in a couple whole eggs. You can throw in a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. It's just nice because the egg whites, it's just pure protein, zero fat, and you can control your fats. You know what I mean? If you want, like I want 10 grams of fat, throw in 2 whole eggs with the, let's say a cup of egg whites. A cup of egg whites is 26 grams of protein. 2 whole eggs would be 12. That give you 38 grams of protein. If you didn't want to use the whole eggs, you can put some macadamia oil in there. You can put some all natural peanut butter in there. But you see what I'm saying? And you can switch your sources up. So it's just nice. It's very, very versatile. But some people can't digest the egg whites either. So you find out what you can digest. So you try the whey concentrate, whey isolate. There's the beef isolate. Beef isolate's the most expensive too, so you know. But most people can digest that very well. And then there's the egg whites. So give those a shot. Out of the 4, if you can't digest any of them, then you're a fucking bitch-ass pussy and just hang it up and play goddamn ping pong. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm so sick of these sensitive fucking goddamn Harry Potter fucking princess fucking magic wand fucks with their sensitive tum-tums and everything. Jesus, fuck, man. They give me a list. I'm like, what can you eat, dude? God damn, dude. Biggest fucking bitch-ass fucking shit. I understand if you can't digest, like, certain shit makes sense. Like, hey, man, if I go to fucking Pizza Hut and I eat a large pizza, man, my stomach is fucked. I could see that. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have a problem because, I mean, I kind of got lucky with that shit. But it's like, goddamn, man, cut the fucking bitch shit. You can't digest anything? Because I meet those people. It's like, I don't know, man. Go see a digestive disease doctor then. I don't tell you, man. Blame it on God. He fucked you in the ass. That's all I got to say. So I mean, some of these pansies, I'm like, dude, I just think you have mental problems. That's all at this point, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You shouldn't have that much shit that you can't digest. You shouldn't be that medically fucked up that you can't digest anything. By the way, thanks for the Goat Moon CD on a previous order. Yeah, those were handouts. Fucking Werewolf said to hand them out. They were printed because they had no goddamn logo on them. And I don't know whose fuck up that was. If it was the bands, if it was Werewolves, or who the fuck it was. But we got a shitload in, and they were sitting in a corner forever. Like, I'm like, I'll tell Sea Dog, I'm ready to throw these things in the dumpster. What are we doing with these things? Because we can't sell them. They're the wrong ones. Like, and we're just hanging on to me. And he's like, yeah, Lori said, hey, hand them out. Good. That's what I'm doing. So when I saw a good, juicy order, I'd put them in there. Oh, so that means you played the good, juicy goddamn order. Hell, I do recognize the goddamn name. So 2 paws up to that, Adriano. The Stella's Polaris is a pretty good one. Sure is, goddamn. It's the second last one they did. The last 2 Goat Moons were fucking great. I love these fucking retards that can't, like, take a joke or don't hear what I'm saying. I was like, dude, Goat Moon is fucking fantastic. They only had a few releases that I personally didn't care for, but majority of their catalog, Death Before Dishonor, the Voido, or how the fuck you pronounce it, Finished Steel Storm, Varjot, my favorites. The Stella Polaris, the What Once Was, that was the last one they did. The Witch King 7-inch they did with the guy's fucking wiener hanging out, completely unnecessary cover. But dude, that was like the best 7-inch in the last 5 fucking years. There was just 2 songs, and they were goddamn amazeballs. Again, they have a few experimental things I didn't like here and there. I remember not liking the Azazel split, but I had to go and return back to that. Granted, I never picked it up, so that's why I never did. But I listened to it once, and I remember not liking it. But most of their shit, dude, Goat Moon's fucking awesome. I'm just saying, For the racism shit, it's Bud Light compared to what's out there. Number two, even if it's goddamn Bud Hard, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what goddamn toppings the guys got like on their fucking pizza. They have Swazi flags, whatever. I don't give a shit. You don't want no chocolate mousse vanilla. That's whatever. That's I like more chocolate for me, homie. We know Dawg likes the chocolate tail over here, so just more for the dog. That's the way I goddamn see it. And what's the other bitch shit people fucking say? Oh, and the dumbass hillbillies that rip on them and say, Goat Moon's the hard, true black metal, Cradle of Filth, and Debut Borger. That's Hot Topic Goth Mall. Meanwhile, who's the other big fucking black metal band that Debut Borger and Cradle of Filth is the most similar to? Old Man's Child. Who does fucking goddamn Goat Moon sound very much like? In a lot of parts, I've literally picked out exact riffs sound like Old Man's Child. But they have nothing to say about that. So it's just, I rip on their fans because they're a bunch of fucking bucktooth, goddamn, wall-eyed, fucking moonshine-drinking, meth-head fucking hillbillies with their Confederate fucking flat flags and thinking they're listening to the hardest shit on earth and rip on the Cradles and stuff. It's like, no, it's just the same goddamn category. It's just a little raw. And by the way, the Stella Polaris and the last one, those aren't even raw. Death Before Dishonor, yes, that's raw. Finished Steel Storm, yes, that's raw. All their albums, they're not even raw, though. So it's like, what are you even talking about? It's not even all raw. Only a few of them are. So I rip on them Quakers. But outside that, yes, Goat Moon is 2 paws up, and Dawg is a goddamn fan. And any of the pussies that don't like it, fuck off and suck the goddamn dick and listen to whatever the fuck you want. Later, goddammit.